Hello there. Welcome to my factory mod tier list video that I've been planning to make. Why am I making it? Because I kind of wasted my money on all these mods. But yeah, and like I might as well make it educational. And also some of these don't really have much content, like information. So I'm gonna just talk about them, give my opinion on them. I will scale it. Like I will say that this isn't like a recommendation like video. Like S tier factory mods are probably mid tier actual mods. I always gonna recommend making an actual mod before you get one. But like I can understand the appeal. I can understand why you'd like it, and factory mods enable certain things that are like pretty cool that I'll talk about later, I guess. But just a disclaimer, of course, just because it's a good factory mod, I still believe it's can be like a meh regular mod, I guess. But then whatever, we're gonna focus more on the spin, but I'm also gonna factor in the materials that it uses, and like how reusable they are, or how useful they can be, for example. Because I think that's also like really cool or really important, or not necessarily important, but like mods are pretty subjective, and if you can reuse a part, that's really good. That means like there's less like that's like really resourceful, I guess. Helps you save money too, and more good mods for you, because I think you should always like be tinkering and tweaking. All right, here's my tier list here. I do have these three that I just I'm automatically going here because of this rule I'm gonna be placing, I guess. As you can see, not a factory mod is right here, like because like Mr. 094 here, like I wouldn't consider a factory mod, but some people would consider a factory mod because I guess it comes pre-made, and it's like it contains parts that are not replicas of anything, I guess. Well, you could say that like this is a replica of, but it's just like a body. It's a general body that is made to fit these connectors. ST, I guess. This is an ST connector, but this body is not. I wouldn't consider it like an ST. This is an ST. It has some texture to it. It has its logo, and these tips aren't fake air fit or something or whatever tip. They're sealed in. See, so their tips and bodies are made specifically for this mod. However, I still wouldn't consider a factory mod because it wouldn't come in a package like this, I guess. I don't know if all of these others, like the Spin Pro, come in a package. I don't know. But even though this contains like parts that are made specifically for it, and also you could say that, oh, okay, even though this is a replica of 094, it's still it's still made in a factory, yada da. But then like every mod that can be made with only is a factory made mod, when like in reality it isn't. I wouldn't consider it. Yeah, that's really it. So that's why Mr. 094 here, um, NZDC version, and also Pyro Bullet, because Pyro Bullet, even though I guess this colored body, and also like GT, I guess, which I didn't include because I wouldn't consider it, like, because this pattern body is just fake Giotto. But like the tips, I would consider a different mod because of the tips, because the tips are made specifically for this thing, because but I'd consider a different mod, but I still wouldn't consider it a factory mod, I guess, is what I'm trying to say here. Okay, to start my tier list here, we have the Barbie mod. The Barbie mod here is, obviously, I'm gonna put it in I haven't spun it tier, but it's a pretty cool mod. I wouldn't consider it a collector mod, and it kind of looks like a shitty Jigal, I don't know, whatever, Chinese. It's a whatever. I don't know how it kind of, on like the tolerances don't seem to be good, because this is already leaving the body. Like there's a gap here, even though I haven't taken it out of the package. It comes with rainbow loom. How cool. How interesting. You can make a bracelet of it. It even comes with a tool. Pretty official Mattel item. Pretty cool. Pretty awesome. However, like, I just wouldn't buy it to spin. Like, yeah, you have... Okay, there's a sticker on the body. Like budget Lost Techs, I guess. You could... But, like, the caps don't seem useful. It's a weird shape. It has 4 bands here. 5 bands of grip, and they seem like low diameter. I guess you could stretch them, but they're not very appealing. I guess it just seem like full on color plastic. It's nothing. Like, just use any ball, I guess. Not worth just getting for these grips, and that's really it. It's kind of just like that. Nothing else really much to say. I wouldn't spin it. It looks like it doesn't spin well. It's tipless, and I guess that's not really cool. Or there's not very many mods that are tipless that are good, I guess. I mean, there are, like my Gary Staples mod is tipless, but that I'd say that even though I'd say that, like, I'd just make that rather than just hit this. Or, I mean, I'd even spin like a tipless Comsa DC than this, of course, because that, like, whatever. But it's cool. It's a cool collector's item. Nothing else really to add, but it kind of has to go in this category just because I never spun. But if I feel like I have spun it, or like if I feel like I'm I would buy it to spin it, like, and I've opened it up or something, I feel like it would probably be D or E, like really low tier spin wise. Next, we're gonna go do this other item that I have packaged because I might as well. This is actually the same as this mod here. So it looks like this is made by Jigal. It says DL1001. So, like, I don't know what's with these Chinese makers and making like 2 letters 1000 something. Like, I think Ziwu is actually, I feel like I remember Ziwu is made by somebody who comes from Jigal. So I don't know, maybe it was already a naming system, but whatever. This is a pen. Rolling more enjoyment. How cool. Yeah, spinning pen. I actually bought 2 of these, so I know how it spins. It spins like shit, but so I do remember I have spin it, but it's actually a lot more useful than the Barbie mod here because it has metal rings. Instead of it being 2 metal rings, it's actually just a set, so like 1x2. So it's like, I mean, it's cool on its own. I actually and like these grips are rubber, so it has a set of 2. So it has two band, so it's like 2x2 grips here on each side, which is a lot more resourceful than this here because this one only gets 1 and this gets 2. The caps aren't very useful. It's a stickered body, of course, which did not spin well. I didn't reuse the body. I don't think I reused the grips, but they are useful. It's nice to have grips around. It's tipless. Oh, you got another set of weights. I forgot you did. I actually used these weights for one of Kush's mods. For what was it? Kush cock mod. I forgot what I called it. Something because I made like the ratio of its length, something related to the average cock length in India or something. And oh yeah, that was, I guess, tipless. I guess it's right now in Drip Nugget's house. I guess I gave it to him. But yeah, it's these metal rings I remember aren't too heavy. Like they're pretty thin, I guess. But it's nice to add. It wasn't useless. All the parts aren't useless. So because all the parts aren't useless, and it was honestly decent to spin. It like, I feel like when it's light, it's Like, you know, you can get away with some, like, it's not atrocious. Like, I'd still, like, I could pick it up. Would I learn on it? No. Would I want to give it to somebody? No. But, like, I feel like, you know, E is the worst of the worst. So I'll probably save that tier. And there's still useful parts from it. Okay. Now let's go in the order of this this tier list here. Even though I guess there's a lot to go through, but I mean, well, okay. This is I think this is a basic power mod. Fuck. We're gonna go on Spin Worlds because I bet it's on Spin Worlds. Basic power mod. 23 centimeter is 22.5 grams. Is this considered a factory mod? I think so. Actually, I feel like all the parts here are not, you know, like it is from Eno, and it's made to set as like a kit. I guess you can't buy, like, none of these parts are buyable separate, I think, except maybe the body. But these grips seem unique. Although I do notice that there's like some rings here, so it actually might be like a super grip clone. 1, 2, 3, 4 rings here, so it looks useful. But like, I feel like they're small and you can't even notice when zoomed out. I don't really know how this spins, but at 20, like it looks fine. It looks completely normal, but like it's so boring that I just wouldn't recommend it. You know, like I've never spun it, of course. That's because you know, it's so uninteresting. Like, how uninteresting can it be? It's just so like, I guess it's basic, but like cheap, sure, but you can build an Ivan or something, or some other mod that you can get with some cheap parts from the same store, from Spin World. If you have to buy from Spin World, at least get parts to make it. That's what I'm saying here. Here we have Nope camo element. Wait, why am I putting it there? Nope camo element. Do I have my Nope camo element with me? I do have my Nope camo element here. You know, it's a decently popular mod among the beginners. However, in my opinion, it's not very good. I've always kind of not recommended it, even though it's like, I think it checks a lot of boxes for people. It has weight, you know, which I guess a lot of people want, looking for weight. It's like, what, 25 grams or something? 22 like, it's 22 gram. It's like 25 grams on like CT, ST. I don't know. I think it's 1 centimeter thickness. So very thin for its weight. So I've always said it was pretty dense. So I never really liked the spin. These rings in particular are ugly, but you can remove them. So it's modular in that sense. The grips and tips are, you know, pretty, like, pretty, are made for it. But like, could you reuse these? Yes. Sure. I wouldn't want to. I feel like they're made for it. Like, I think the tips screw on to the cap itself. And I'd say it's, but like the grips are made specifically for the tips. Tips are made for the grips. I don't think it's the worst buy. I just don't like spinning on it. And because of its, like, how dense it is, it's not like, I feel like it's not even like a good dense. It's just like a bad dense. But you know, people do use it and people do love it. I wouldn't recommend it though. So that's why it's going to go pretty average. I think the parts are pretty accessible, and the theme, the thematics, the aesthetics can appeal to lots of people, and especially like if you remove the grips here, I think it'd look pretty nice, with the camo and stuff. The middle is fragile though. You know, of course, when it breaks, you could buy a replacement, I guess, right? Do they sell replacements? I'm not sure, but then you can have the tips or the grips. Useful. Is it as useful as some others? No. It's, you know, sealed off, and it's kind of weird. It has to go on the end, and as you can see, it like stops here, which is like, I guess the tip stops the grip, but you could, like, if you don't use it with a tip and use it on a mod, it can go flush, which I feel like it could be an idea for somebody, but it's particularly wide. Like if I remove this, like it's wide. Like you have to fit. It's made to fit this barrel pretty exact. While like for example something like DGG, you can stretch it. This I feel like is already wide, that it's like gonna be hard to use it except on something like wider than this, which does limit your options. But like it's whatever, that'll happen. But it's something that's cool that you can get with these factory made mods, is that these naturally wide grips. Yeah, C tier. That's really it. I wouldn't recommend it because nowadays Nope makes some like much better mods, like the Sakura slash Wisteria, which are the same, or the Field. So I would just recommend getting like one of these, or I guess even the Mortal. I would pick the Mortal over the Element because nowadays I wouldn't see why, except maybe if you really like the camo aesthetic. I just noticed the camo isn't even like flush. Like I just noticed like I got some like tape removal. Like is this tape removal? Like it's consistent though. So like I don't know. Has it never been like clean, the camo? I don't know. But whatever. Yeah, that's it. Enough time on camo element. Because I've already introduced them, we're going to talk about the field now. Where's the field? We're gonna move the nope elements up. Well, we're gonna move the nope mods because we're gonna cover the nope mods. Okay, we're gonna field. There are two versions of the field, which is pretty cool. It's something that I actually have three fields, but yeah. So there's a power and a linkage version. I'm actually not sure which is which, but they don't actually spin too different. It's based on the placement of here. Let's try to find it. I believe this is power version, I guess, because I think they were like black power. I mean, black is power, not whatever. Okay, yeah. So we have the power version here and the linkage version here. As you can see, it's the wherever the connectors are placed. Like you can reverse these and to create this, and vice versa. So you don't need to get multiple versions like I have. I just really like the mod, and that was one thing I wanted to do. And so while technically I have them as two separate entries here, it's sort of the same mod in a sense. Like it's what the difference is, like, oh, KT with grips out at the front here, or tips slightly, grips slightly down. Like it's the same mod, same parts, but like slightly modified. So I don't know. I did not need to separate them, but I did because I guess I do have a preference. I do prefer the power version with the connectors on the outside to the linkage version. Is there a reason why? Yeah, that's just a spin, just how it feels in the hand. There's not much difference like when you have them, but once you like when you spin them, very minuscule in my opinion. Like I think there's much more, like I think like in the broad sense, like generally speaking, they spin similar. It's very like granular, like nitpicky to say that. Like I feel like yeah, the length and the feel and the body width and the texture is a lot more important at play rather than just the way these connectors are placed, the orientation. And but like without modifying the weight, this is pretty much kind of how modular it could be. Something like this could be. I think it's probably utilizing like something that's unique to factory made mods, which is really cool. Which is why, in my opinion, these are like the field. I spin the field a lot. In my opinion, it's one of the best. It's one of the best. It's probably maybe the best for a lot of people right now. So that's why like these go in S tier. However, I'm gonna put the power up first, and then I'm gonna move this down here because they are the same mod. And so to not like suck up the distribution, I guess. Next, we're going to talk about another note mod because we're gonna just get the note mods out of the way here. This is the Hive element. It is better than the. It features these hexagonal tips here. I mean hexagonal grips and a colored tip that is lighter. The tips are the tips plastic? I feel like the tips could be plastic, which I actually just never noticed because I've never taken it apart. But it's just a better feeling element. I think they have this hex thing, so it's like anti roll or whatever, but pretty much the same dimensions as a regular element. But in my opinion, these rings are a lot nicer to look at compared to this very bold black and white. While this I think blends in with the themes of it. You know, like you got the shiny ring here that you know same color as this, and you got like its shininess matches like the shine of the cap hive, stuff like that. Everything else is the same. It's only the grips and the tips, I guess, and the pattern, but like it's still same fragile center. Apparently, I've never broken one because I don't really spin it too much, but it is a step better than the regular element, and I really like it. Do I think it's better than a lot of the other like fields? No. Do I think it's better than Mortal? Probably no. Do I think it's better than Wisteria or Sakura? No. Like I just like, so I just wouldn't buy it. Wait, yeah. I wouldn't buy it. Of course, like I wouldn't buy a lot of these, but I'm gonna, you know, just because it is lighter and it spins a lot better. Like I could, you know, I'd much recommend it over the element, and it deserves a tier up. Okay. What are we going to talk about next? I think I forgot to add. One of these, but that's okay. We're just gonna wing it here. Oh yeah, I think I forgot to add Wisteria and Sakura, which it's whatever. Okay, I'm gonna do it now. Okay, we're back. I guess I will. Yeah, whatever. We have Wisteria / Sakura, Sakura element and Wisteria element. Limited releases, so whatever. But if kind of hard to buy them nowadays. But remember, this is not a buying or recommendation guide. These are exactly very similar to the Hive element that I just talked about. However, for some reason, I feel like these spin just a decent bit better. Like, probably way better. Not way. I mean, okay, not way. That's an exaggeration, but like, there's no incentive to spin the Hive when I have these two. I think these two just look better. I think, but if their lengths are incredibly similar. I think maybe the others kind of outlength it by like a millimeter exactly. and the weights are incredibly similar. I think they're both like 20 something point 21.87. Let me do a double check for you guys, just because I don't want to be spouting out misinformation. But they're both lighter than normal. This is 22. 21.9. 20. Oh, is it? Wait a minute. No way that the difference between these two, the grips are 1 gram. Okay, whatever. But yeah, around the same weight here. Blah blah blah, unit variation, of course, so it can mismatch or whatever. But I feel like the hexagonal grips are a lot chunkier than these grips here. Like you can see that like these grips have like an outward curve to them. Like there's a level difference between this and the rings. Well, this is like a lot more flush with the ring here. Yeah, stuff like that. But that's why that these two here are just a bit better. And before I had the field, these were my go-tos. Nothing much to say, I guess. The grips and tips are similar to the regular element. You know, it's made for this. Would I ever reuse them in different mod? Probably not. It feels limiting with this covered stuff, and like the tips, I think they screw in or similar. You know, they have like a line to make sure it's aligned, I guess. I feel like that's what it looks like from. Let me double check. You can't really tell, but yeah, it's not like a normal pen tip, is what I'm trying to say. So it does like restrict the ability to use these tips. Like the tip, can I put it against the CT cap and use it as like a KT, for example? No, I don't think so, because it'll hit and it'll look weird. I'll have to hollow the CT, and that's limiting. Same with I guess the grips could be used, like people use these like people want these sealed grips for like that's cool. Like Titan Gear has it, you know. NSM Boss, like stuff that uses G-Spec. Like G-Spec, you know, it's expensive, but for like a covered grip, but it's cool. People like those mods, you know. They're expensive, but like a lot of people like those mods. Maybe people should use more of this, but you know, of course, like I've said, you know, this is a wider diameter than that stuff. But I mean, than like the natural stretchiness of like G-Spec, for example, you don't get. But I guess G-Spec is pretty loose anyways, because it has like an outer and an inner grip. And you know, whatever I'm saying, blah blah blah. It's just like you can't put like this grip on this, for example. It'd just be loose. That's what I'm trying to say. But like so similar with all these others too. So I'm just gonna stop nitpicking at that point there. And I'm spending too much time on these mods, man. Whatever. Wisteria, a decent step up above this. Okay, here. Oh wait. Oh, I reset, so now everything is like misordered. Let's move all of this up here. I mean, not misordered, but just different order. Let's just move the nope stuff. Oh, we're gonna talk about Mortal. So, oh, there we go. We have two versions, I guess. The normal one, the default one, and the weighted one. I'm gonna say the weighted one is honestly really bad. I feel like they've replicated the feel, like they recreated just how horrible the original element. Like the problem, it was just too dense. And so I literally immediately swapped it though. So I'm gonna put it at the same tier here. It just being like really bad by nope standards, I guess, really bad. maybe unspinnable. Like it was just so like I feel like I've spun heavier mods, but it still just felt so bad for some reason. It like I think I speak about it in my Note Mortal mod video, but it just it looks very factory modish, and like the grips are just I don't know. Like, yeah, you can only make this with like factory stuff. Like you're not gonna find a regular pen with this like type of pattern, I guess. But it just makes it look so whack, out of place. I wouldn't recommend it. But like, and it's not very useful, I think, without making your mod just look kind of weird. Whatever. Whatever. I think I've spoke about it enough in there. But the regular version, I have been liking it. I think it's a decently enough. And I'd spin it over the normal camo element. So I'm gonna put it up here. Away. We're done with the mortal. You can watch my video about it for a little bit more details. I just wouldn't recommend it when you can get the field, which I spin a lot more. I will say that the lighter version, you could say it feels like the regular field in terms of spin, but I just like the look of the light note field a lot better, and it's just a different tier. It's a different tier. You like this is like bordering A, I guess, because I do think it spins better than Hive element, but I feel like I would spin like Wisteria over it. So it's like in between here. I'm a generalize B here because we want a nice distributed ranking system here. So I'm gonna put it say close to the B. Here we have porcelain mods. As you can see, there are glossy, matte, and a painted version. So there's 3 versions. Glossy here, 23.5, 23.7, with same specs with one. Okay, so it's 1.0, 10. I mean, 1.0 centimeters, 10 millimeter diameter. So it's same as like a regular element. It is an element, I guess. This is another element version, I guess. It has a glossy, and it also has a matte, 23.5, 23.7, same specs, same diameter. It has a different textured grip, it looks like. Anti-dust liquid and native texture liquid silicone. Okay. Matte blue plating, so it has a different center too. Bronzing stamping print, like whatever, same weights. This one's slightly more limited. Don't know why. Same other spec. It's just different. Does they come? Are there different price? Yeah, matte and glossy are different price. Okay. Whatever. And there's also a painted version. Like, what? Very special. Very cool. And you could also get a combination and make it like this is like a thicker, thicker stuff. So you can modify the length and weight to make it. Yeah, you can make it like a mortal have like the emboss thickness barrel 11. And you could transform it to a mortal kinda by swapping out the body, I guess, or something. I'm not really sure the details. I don't like why does it include all this. You can put the tip, I don't know, somewhere, blah blah blah. I guess so. Yeah. So other than that, okay, painted, whatever. I've never spun these. I would imagine they're as good as the Hive element, though, or Wisteria. They're probably as good as Wisteria. Is Wisteria that good? I don't know. maybe I'm kind of thinking, but like I'll probably readjust it later once I get a feel for things here. But that's really it here for those four. I sort of just tried to find as much as I could, rather than only stuff I had, because I guess this is tier makers, so people can make their own. That's really it. Oh, there's an element here. Okay. Any other note mines that we could do? Oh. Okay. Yeah. I just moved that picture. We got the original nope element, which you can't even buy anymore, and like it's so yellowed. Like you could, there's green, there's rings of green here. Wow, cool. And these caps remind me of these actually, this body and cap design is actually very similar to the ZW-1002. Let me pull that up. Let me pull it up. Black one here. Very pretty fire. Pretty fire. I love this color, by the way. It's so colorful and like great. This is the same one I have. But I think like I remember if the caps have this this design. Let me check. Let me do a double check. Okay. As you can see here, it looks like the caps are exactly the same. It looks like it's literally the same. Like as you can see, it has the same step. It has the same step, so it's like a CT knockoff there, as the 1002 here. I don't know if it has a tips under here. I don't really want to remove this. Does it have tips under here? Maybe I should. Oh. Oh. Oh, tipless. There's actually a grips under here, so I don't know if this is stock. But cool. Well, this has the tips. Oh, wait, I just removed it. Yeah, it still has the screw rings for it though, so it's like it probably did have tips like these, and ink. So it's literally the exact same body as ZW-1002, but I guess somehow it turned into this. I guess same dimensions. Wow. Except, you know, are the caps the same length? Caps are the same length. Bodies are the same length. There's so much similarities. But you know, I guess they had to change something. But yeah, I like this spin a lot better. It's lighter. One thing. Do I like it as much as Hive? No. This still feels heavier, and I never really spin this. This one I never really spin both of them, but like I always say that I bought this for like collection to try it out. And as you can see, there are some issues with it. The yellowing, the green, so green. So like, I'm just not gonna talk about the reusability of it, even though it is like, I guess, you know, the body is cool. You can reuse that. It's what one. It's probably a CT thickness. The caps are reusable. I think I did use the caps. Did I use the caps? Maybe I used it for Kush. Oh yeah, the Kush cock mod. That one. I used that one because I used a bunch of factory made parts for that one. So I'm pretty sure I used the caps for that one. They're pretty standard caps, very normal caps, and they fit, and it was pretty nice. There's no clip too, so it could be a cool CT replica. Other than that, I don't know if these come with it, like these Any Ball like grips. like it's kind of hard to rank it since it's I feel like this isn't stock. This isn't how it came, and it's more of a decorative piece. But I'd say it deserves C. Just because you know, there's some issues with it. There's some issues. And I can see why they didn't go through with selling it, of course. But like it does spin better than the regular element. Let's check for another nope mod. Okay, this is a nope mod. Any other nope mods? Nope. Oh, I missed this Eno thing. Okay. I forgot to show my screen there. This mod here is actually Eno Manoa VGG with Eno bodies VGG style, and I forgot to just move that right there because it's, you know, it's just a Manoa VGG with the shitty texture of, you know, Eno, which I just wouldn't recommend. Why would you recommend, you know, like why would you use that willingly when you can use ST? It's one of the shittiest grippy textures and like no reason. Okay. Next we're going to go through the Spin Pros. I know there's some differences between Spin Pros. Like there's two types of Spin Pro tips apparently, like the placement of the rings. There's no side picture. Do you think Google will come up with a nice tip, a nice image for me? But yeah, see, there's ones with the grip in the middle, and there's ones with the grip, the O-rings at the front. I think you can see it in one of the videos. Like I feel like in one of the Spin Pro videos they'll talk about it. Like I know RPD pointed this out too. But there's an official Nope one, 20 and 21.5, and then Aurora, which looks like 20 and 21.5. They have the same specs, but the body is different. And also Blackwing, which looks the same as Aurora, but is apparently lighter. And also Lightwing, which I bet is the same as Blackwing, but with LED body. So, but apparently the same grams. And then PSH one, normal Spin Pro, which is the only one I have. And in general, it's always just been meh. It's always just been pretty poor. I feel like it's definitely just middle. It's definitely just C tier. Like the grips are useful, the tips are useful. This grip is, I guess, kind of boring. Like it's just solid color and it's so flat and it's so smooth. But it is useful too. Like this is like the body is the least useful thing because it is such a long body. But it's just the texture isn't that good. That's really all there is to say about it. So of course I haven't spun these, but they appear to be very similar. Well, I'm not sure which ones offer the tips that are like kind of, you know, like Blackwing, Lightwing. Is Lightwing and Blackwing the same? I don't know. It looks like it could be the same, but I mean, like, and it just looks like Lightwing has LEDs, but you know, like, why is there a difference? Like, this says Lightwing on it, right? Whatever. I'm gonna just assume they're the same, anyways. But the other, like, Aurora is different, I think. Weight, and also Aurora comes with an extra set of grips. Cool, but it's apparently heavier. And I don't know, but I guess this one comes with the other set of tips. I don't really know much about the Spin Pro because I only have one set of Spin Pro. I don't think it's worth to buy another set of Spin Pro, and I just wouldn't buy Spin Pro today. Probably C tier. This might camo might honestly go to D tier later on, because I feel like, you know, camo element. I'd spin these over camo element. Any other spin pros? Oh, I forgot this nope thing. So this is a nope LED mod. This thing, it kind of looks horrible. I've always say that. Let's watch the like he just spins it, right? There's no video. Like I've always thought that LED mods look pretty gaudy. Like maybe it's just me, but like I don't want to focus on just the pen mod spinning. Like I don't think it's fun to just look at spinning thing. Like I don't, spinning light. Like I want to look at the hands that are spinning it, too. That's part of the appeal for it. Like there's a reason why he's showing his hands in these promotional videos. Because just having a spinning thing is ugly, and like why would you buy it? Stuff like that. Like it's just like this would be worse than the regular thing. LED element. You lose the tips. Oh fuck. Not this. But like that's not it. Like it has some of these front things which suck to spin with. Or I mean just I feel like they always feel shit. And they look shit. It's just like I don't know. I just kind of hate these LED things. All right. Okay. Next, we are doing this mod here, which is, do I have this mod? I should have this mod. Oh yeah, it is this mod. This is dog shit. I feel like this is like one of the things that like beginners buy on like Reddit. First mod off of Amazon or something. There's no like name to this mod. I'm not sure. It's made by the same people who make this mod and this mod. It's some Chinese company that I don't really know. I don't know if they have an English name, but they always imprint these characters on the side of their mods here. And their barrels feel like these two have like the same barrels, I think, but they just feel horrible. I've always felt that like this is 25 grams, like what, 21 centimeters. Like, I mean, it just feels really dense, and like the barrel is too hard. It's like a hard barrel. Like a hard barrel. I mean, like something like I guess it's like an old term, like hard versus soft barrel is like RSVP G3 versus like marker barrel. I guess what I'm saying. I think it's kind of like an outdated term. I guess how people say like flexible SC and stuff because they use soft bodies, whatever. Because the marker bodies, blah blah blah. What I'm saying is that these feel like hard. Like these feel like they are like, are these made of metal or something? Like that's just so stiff barrels, and like they feel horrible. And these aren't even like grips. Like I feel like these are just like, yeah, you can screw them apart. And like it's hollow. There's no tips. There's no grips. It's this material is the same material as like this material. And like why? It's like spinning like a rod. Like it's just so bad. And like there's what's with this pattern that you can't even see unless you like look closely at it, this X pattern that's I guess not too special. I mean there is like colors on this version here, but like I think the all black looks better, but like the silhouette isn't that good. The parts aren't reusable. It spins horrible. It is cheap, but like I don't think just something like all pen mods are relatively cheap. This is the worst mod that I maybe own. I feel like it's just so bad. It's probably the worst. It's probably E tier. Okay. All right. And since I've already touched on this mod being very similar, I think it's as worse. Honestly, I kind of like the merit. Like this is a lot better. It has balls, which kind of bad. But this like fake grip here actually has a texture. Actually has like patterns that like would be cool on like a normal mod. So like, and I feel like even though it looks like I did say it has like the same barrel, I feel like the texture maybe is slightly different. It could be placebo though. Could be like unit variation. Like I remember Kay had a video of the same company that this people like the one with the blue barrel, whatever that mod was called. He was talking about how the blue one had better texture, that it was more grippy. The ones with this barrel, it's the same people that made it, but apparently the blue one was grippier. He was talking about that. I think maybe it's bullshit. I think maybe it's unit vary. I didn't watch the. I don't speak Japanese, so I don't know if it like how different it was. But like, I don't think it's as important. What I was to say is that this one, while being, I think the same weight. Oh, it's actually lighter. 23 grams is better than that mod, which I just acclaimed one of the worst in my collection. Do I recommend it? No, the parts aren't reusable. I don't think these even twist off. It twists off from the middle, so it's kind of pointless. Like I wouldn't be proud to own this, but the design of it looks like a normal mod. Like with these mixed grip type patterns here. Like they could like this took inspiration from something, and that's really cool. And but like it's still unspinnable. Still unspinnable. Let's see if I can find it here in my long list of mods. Where is it? Um. Oh, here it is. It's probably D tier. Yeah. Still really bad. Still bad. It's still like a bad mod. Like I wouldn't be proud to post a picture of it. It's just one of those accessible mods that you'll see. It's not the worst, but it's definitely not the best. Like there's a jump between like D and B are like way. There's a big gap between them. And also there's a version with LEDs, which is probably going to be really shit too because it's an LED mod. I feel like it doesn't really lead up to any LED. Like is the barrel, like the barrel looks translucent in the picture I chose, but I don't think it is. Like I don't like it's the same mod as this. Where would the LEDs go on the side here? And like it's just not whatever. There's no illumination except at the sides here. Like why? Okay, whatever. I'm ruining my voice by this. Whatever. Right. Next, we're gonna talk about this mod here. I think it's one of the Jigals. I remember it being very similar to a Jigal. Let's see if I can actually. Oh, I just okay. We're gonna look on. We're gonna look on. We're gonna see if it's true. I just wanted to double check here. Yeah. So this and Jigal V9. So this and this are pretty much the same. It looks like, except the barrel. The barrel on this is actually pretty decent. Like it's the it's a nice it's like a fake grippy type thing too, but it's better than the Spin Pro. And that's all there much is to say. The caps also are. I feel like they're similar like to other stuff. It's screw in. These aren't even grips. Can I take these off and use these as weights? I can. Like, I can use this as a ring for weights, but there's, there's threading on the inside, and you have to, like I feel like, so that limits your options in like how you're gonna use it. Like, you'd have to like put it on something that's much thinner and then like over grip or something. I don't know. You'd have to get creative with it, just because like that's it's different there. The start, like, can I use this big section? Maybe. Could I use this entire cap system and do something with it? Not really, because you have to screw it on. Like, this isn't a part that's very, you can't, it's not very resourceful. You're gonna have to spin it as is. You can modify it. Like, I bet you could put like DGG on both sides, and like it'd be solid. Maybe a bit too weird. Too, like, I feel like that ruins the silhouette and design. But yeah, this I feel like is a lot better than the V9, because this has like a sticker body, not the grippy body, and like I think it's a lot better than the other ones. I do think the design on this mod here, like with the white and the silver, like this is pretty tasteful compared to like the stickery mess of this, I guess. Like, for a factory mod, I feel like this looks really good. I think this is what is this, V something? Is this even a Jigal? I feel like it is, like V39, or I don't know, something like that, some high number. Like they refined for this. That reason, I'm like, it's pretty C tier. Better than Nope Element, like better than these. Like probably around there. Tier. Okay. Oh yeah, and then the Jigal V9. Do I have that here? I can't even tell what is what, man. With these images, man. Whatever. I'm going to assume that I forgot to put it on, or it's just useless. All right. Oh yeah. Also, like, what I was looking here, I found, like, what is it? This one, Wonder Pen. Like, I found this thing, which I did ask in Discord what it was, but like, what is this? What is this? I don't know. Clear body, it looks like. Insert. Yuck. I mean, insert, like, I just like I feel like, why I don't like these clear body DCs, I think, except like a few, but like I think it's like I just got reminded of like Dr. RSVP, something like that, with from this. Like, I think there are some good stuff, like ZW-1003, pretty good. It's not as like shiny, and the body isn't good, is a lot better than some, like, I just feel like these are gonna have like a glossy body, shiny body, which is not really the most ideal. But so I wouldn't, of course, recommend it. It's probably not very good. Do I have the Wonder Pen here? Do I have it? Oh yeah, right here. But it's probably not very good. It's probably like down here. And I think that should be good. Okay. I guess we might as well do Jigal's while I'm here. I'll use Passer Shop, Pen Spinner Shop, whatever. V7. This is one of the ones that I think a lot of people have. I think I remember Coffee Lucky saying like it's decent. Funnily enough, like when it is not 38 grams, by the way. Like, they did this wrong, but funnily enough, like I haven't spun it in a while, since I don't have any barrel tips for it. I lost the ball bearings. It is kind of like a useless ass, like, who would use this? Like, it's a messy ass barrel with a sticker. It does have actual caps, that you can put stuff on, but the caps are kind of ugly. These are very stiff grips, but like these are like Sailor. Oh my gosh! And like what, O-rings? Whoa! So like whatever. I wouldn't reuse any of these parts. The ball bearing is, hard to use too, stuff like that. But I think this honestly spins not bad, not as bad. Like it is like maybe a bit dense, but I feel this spins similar to Dr. KT, like original Rio KT with the Sailor grips, and I spun like I immediately kind of realized that it did spin very similar to that. I don't really actually like Dr. KT, Rio KT, but it has that sort of like essence. The feel of it is strangely similar. However, this is a little bit more wonky, I guess. I don't really know. I don't think it's very. There's a very objective way for me to like describe how a mod feels, I guess. But yeah, it was sort of that short, dense feeling that so that's why I felt it spun similar to Dr. KT. Of course, Dr. KT, Rio KT spun better than this, and I'd always say Dr. KT spins like, it looks better, it is better, spins better, everything is better of it, as an actual mod. But like this could be like poor man's Dr. KT here. But like I can see why like a lot of people would like shit on this mod. But yeah, it's not the worst, surprisingly. Even though I feel like this is like one of the things you'll see when you're when you're when you're a beginner, or like when you're like if I browse a subreddit, I feel like, oh yeah, new mod guys, first mod here, and it's just this fucker. But yeah, not the worst. Not the worst at all. So that's why it gets a C tier. Maybe even better than. All right. I will say that the black caps look better though. What was it? Oh, this was actually my first mod. Also like Buster Jigal or whatever. First mod. Wow. I kind of hate how this spins though. Like I feel like the tips, like the grips, and this fat ass tip, it looks so ugly. I feel like when I see this mod and in the red too, it makes me think of what was his name? That Indian spinner man. I remember having an argument with him about this mod or something like that. But like this is so ugly with the stripes, the triple collar, and the black, like red. Like it's just so ugly. I don't know. Is it the worst to spin? Kind. Yeah, I mean it's not the worst. The barrel is like a normal barrel. It's like an actual normal like barrel. It's not like one of these fake grippy type things. It is like, but like I think the mod itself is just a very dense kind of. It's not as balanced as something like a field. Like it just doesn't feel as good. It feels like a typical factory mod. Like it's a very classic feeling, where it's just too dense, I think. So yeah, that's really it. And the momentum's too heavy at the ends, I guess, is what I'm saying here when I mean dense. Like I think like it's a bad type of dense rather than like a gooder. But like, is it? That's kind of weird to say. That's kind of like shitty. Like I don't know how to like word stuff or like phrase like. How am I gonna say like, okay? It just feels wrong, I guess. 'Cause it feels a lot worse for something like this type of feel. It also is ugly as fuck, and like, what are these like fake airfit tips? Airfit, like, it's like, airfit doesn't look like this, but it's like it's kind of like a fake airfit, I guess. Fake Buster is what they were going for, I guess. which is why Penwish has a Buster Jigal or something like that. But yeah, not recommended. It's ugly as fuck, and it spins not great. So it's going. Where is it? Oh, right here. Is this it? No, this isn't it. Right here. It goes D tier. Probably better than these. Better than these two. Because it does have like a normal barrel. But yeah. Bam. We're going for this thing. Do I have this thing? I don't know if I have these things. But what I'm saying is that just look at this. V16. This is not 81 grams. Holy fuck. Like what? Oleg, just like what? Why would you put like this is just wrong. You can tell it's not 81. Whatever. I've never spun it though. But like, what is this shiny ass like? What? What? Why? I don't like I don't like stuff with like patterns and shit. Like when you spin, like it's not throughout. Like when you rotate the pen, it'll have a different like spin effect, I guess, which is kind of why I don't really like grip. I mean like grip cuts, I guess, because I think it kind of makes the spin effect look weird. But we're going to go past that. We're gonna go past like this one here. I think it's this one. No, it's not this one, but this is one of the similar ones here. Which I should probably stop going through the mods like that, because I instead and trying to find it here. But let's find the other mod I'm talking about. I'll speak like this mod here is what I probably just moved. Yeah, this one I remember like some girl who does like hobbies or whatever, does like juggling or something, have this green one, and that's all I think about. And I just think it looks very factory modish. Like, yeah, you know, like I feel like if it was a normal mod, it would be pretty cool. Like I'm judging it as like you know, like this grip cut would be clean if somebody posted this on like IPMC, like yo, and like you know the tips look like tips. And like it's a cool ass tip shape too, but I think in real life photos it just I know what it is, and like I'm not gonna use parts. I'm not gonna use this for parts. I'm not gonna spin this. It doesn't look that good. This is not 73 grams. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it just looks, it's old. Would I recommend it over a Nope Element normal? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't recommend any Jigal. I guess it's like I feel like they all spin very similarly, or at least these classic ones like these, like this one. It's gonna spin bad. Oh my god, what is this thing? Holy shit! I don't have that in the tier list, but oh my gosh, all these fuck ass things, man. I should have labeled these ones because there's so much. But whatever. I don't want to talk about too much of Jigal here because I feel like, oh yeah, this V20 here. What? They got a collab, but is this the one where the like it has a fidget spinner one. Yeah, so in the packaging, you know, it comes with a fidget spinner too. Like how cool. Wow. Pretty cool item. Like it looks cool. It's but like it's definitely not catered towards people who pen spin. 88, like okay, calm down. But yeah, I never spun it though. It's probably, you know, doesn't spin good. I'm gonna just quickly remove all the ones that probably don't spin good, Jigals, and get it over with, because I just realized nobody is gonna buy these. Nobody's gonna buy V5. This like round, what, like this is one of the worst looking ones in my opinion. But I don't, yeah. Why'd they make the picture wet? Like they took this. Okay, whatever. Like I just think it's really ugly. But as you can see, yeah, okay. The cap system. There's no tips. There's a ring, a singular ring. There's no screws there's no threading in the ring, so it's like a useful ring, I guess, for this diameter. I don't know how thick it is, but I feel like these caps are relatively like thin. I mean, but like thin metal rings are cool. You know, you could use it and like get creative with it, like a DG ring, for example. You know, like, but like what this is a singular grip, and they made it just look like a like foreskin, man. Like why? I don't like. I think like for so it doesn't make noise when you drop it, I guess. Like, but it just looks so ugly, and I don't know. Maybe not ugly. I feel like the material, how plasticky it looks in the photos, and like I just don't think it all blends well together, and it's like, but whatever. Yeah. All these two, like all these like regular low number Jigals, I don't think deserve much speaking. Okay. Um, we're gonna talk about. Okay, one of the better Jigals here. I guess we're gonna talk about what is this? This one. This is actually like a really good one. This was one that I think Mango commented about, saying that it was one of the best. It definitely spins like something that Mango would like, and it's actually like a pretty decent, like very good. This is my most spun factory mod, other than maybe Field. I think. I think the grit, like I feel like it's thicker than a lot of the other mods. I feel like is it as thick as I feel like this is like the basis for K. Like I feel like it uses the same type of stuff. They're both WPSA, I guess. And you know, almost same length, but whatever. Different cap systems. The cap on these looks like a Reynolds cap. So like the cap is a good looking cap. Like you could probably reuse the caps. Like you know, it's a nice cap, and it's not screw in. It's a nice click in one. And there's connectors to you know like that's cool. The body is actually good. It's like it is sort of like a fakeish rubberized thing, but it's one of the good ones. It's like the same as the K one, which is pretty good. But I think I wore mine down that it feels a bit better though. And the grips kind of suck. The tips are screw in though, but they're not like they don't contain like it's like female screw in, I guess is what I'm saying. The cap, you know, like the cap is the male, and so it's like a regular normal pen, you know, like yo, this is awesome. Like you could use this as a regular like tip, and you wouldn't know where it's from. Like that's cool. That's how it should be, I think. And yeah, okay. The grips are ugly. I guess it has this pattern, but it's white. It's all white, and it's long. And you could like this probably is based off of Waterfall or Flying Panda, and and I know a lot of people don't like that you know, with the long grips. It affects the spin, but I really like how it spins. It spins. It's definitely like my type of style. And yeah, nothing really else much to comment. Combination of great things, good things, I guess. Make it an A tier. Yeah, pretty A tier. So yeah, that's the best Jigal. This KWPSA, pretty useful mod, pretty cool mod, very recently made, I guess. You can like, you do get like a set when you buy this, like another body cap and body thing. Um, but I prefer like, and that's cool because you can make another mod with it. You know, just add some DG on each end or some other grip, and you get to experiment a little. You get spare parts in the set, which is a nice plus. And the cap, like this body cap system, and then you can put any grip you want. Like you can that's really good. Like you can put some like, you know, do some over gripping or whatever. Classic. Like what is it? Chris Wayify it. It's so, you know, do whatever. Do whatever. Add your own grip combination to it. And the tips are like pretty. They're short, and I think they're pretty fine. I think they're pretty nice. I don't really know if they're the contents of it. You get a nice little ring here, and the grips are nice too. However, kind of boring, and like kind of like I don't know how I'd use it. I feel like it's at an awkward length where I wouldn't know what to use it. Like I feel like I would always want to avoid cutting it. But like this is like a less chunky Doctor grip. I don't know. I just don't know how I'd use it. Like this feels like a secondary grip than like a main grip. What am I talking about? I guess is what I'm saying. Like I feel like I would use this to layer with something. Is my in my head, rather than use it as like the main grip. In my mind, how I'm envisioning it. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I guess. But I feel like it's kind of weird. But yeah, good all around mod. I'm pretty sure that like since it came out recently, it should be well known. I think it's a little bit on the pricier end for a factory mod. I think I spent like, because it comes with a set too, like, you know, kind of annoying, but it does spin well. It feels like a normal mod, so it deserves a good tier. Deserves a good tier. KXWPSA or whatever, KX Jigal. I don't know. I forgot what it was. Where is this mod? Where is this mod? K mod? K mod. There we go. It deserves an A tier. Huh? What do I feel? Okay. I guess I'm gonna go back to like, do I have all the Jigals talked about? Oh yeah, these Jigals. Is this a Jigal? God, these ugly ass. I feel like they were like, there's just so much versions. Okay. All right. First, rapid fire. These two. It's kind of similar to like these couple. Like why buy them? Why buy them? And then like there's low tier. They're ugly. And so much parts. Let me see if I can find that one here. Yeah, like whatever. This here. Let me see if I can. Wait. Oh, what am I doing? ZG. Wait, what was this? Whiz on. Whack. Okay. These two. Okay. So this one here on the right, I forgot which one. It's this one here. It looks exactly the same as the other one I was talking about. One of the other ones I'm talking about. One of the other Jigals here, like this one here. As you can see with like the tip, like they reused it, but it's a different body, so it's probably better. If you know, it's like in this revamp, better body, way better body. I bet it spins a lot nicer, but it's still ugly. Like this is an ugly mod, so it's probably pretty bad. The one on the left here, okay, what, they copied Flying Panda again, but they did it where, okay, like with the ribbing, but like I don't think it's an attractive ribbing. Like I wouldn't like, I feel like the colors they used are very like vibrant, and like is what I'm saying, and like the shape isn't as I'm not used to the shape, I guess, compared to like a regular tornado grip, which is like more angular. Um, yeah, like this is more even here, and the tips is it just points out so much. Like I think it's just pretty ugly too, and I don't think there's any part that I would reuse for it. Like you could use these grips. They look stretchy. Like this makes it look like a regular tornado grip. Like the stretchiness, like the how it shines off with the light. Like I feel like yeah, it's probably stretchy. Like it definitely looks a lot more stretchy than these right hand grips here, which look stiff. So it has that going for them, but I wouldn't buy it just for the grips here. You get the regular tornado grips. Like this patterning looks worse too, I guess. So it's not good. Here another WPSA. I think it's their like flagship one. It's this one here. Is this one here, which has like some texturing on the side of the grips, and like the caps are like straight CT copies. It looks like, and like okay, there's like a nice little pattern grip here. Like this looks like a decent mod. This looks like a normal mod. This is the most normal looking Jigal. Like this looks like whatever, you know, white body CT KT. Like yeah, and these grips are like even, it fits up, and like this ratio of grip to like cap to body, like this looks great. I just don't know how, and like these grips, whatever, they fit a CT cap, and this is a nice like yeah. I don't think they're maybe as useful. Like I'm not gonna buy a to use anything, but like these are pretty good identical. Like you could use the caps, put them on a different thing, whatever. Hopefully the barrel's as good as the other good ones, other good Jigals. I feel like I've seen this logo placement, so maybe it's the same placement as, maybe it's the same as the other Jigal, the one I like same body. But yeah, it looks like a nice inverted tip KT without they're actually having tips that are inverted. Like this just like metal rod. But yeah, looks very promising. Then this one here, what is this? Oh, okay. This one here. I know this one. This one you pretty much only buy for the grips, the clear grips. I don't really know much about the tips. They look okay. They're pointed. They look like a normal tip. I bet they're. I don't know. Like this kind of concerns me, of like how there's a clear spot of like, is this like one of those, like, is this like a triangle with like a, like is this like a house shaped tip against like a solid cap? Like this, like why would they do that? I don't know how it is though. But you pretty much buy this mod only for the grips to use them, and then you make what is it? Dark Tea Giotto, I think, uses the grips from this mod. But yeah, that's really it. Like this is what, fake any ball? Okay, sure, but like the glossy body, it looks like V11. Why buy it? It probably doesn't spin that good, so it's probably like C or D. C, probably C. Yeah, it looks like one of the better Jigals though. And this one here is like the Flying Panda version. And then okay. Okay. All right. Let us get on with it. We're going to talk about the Supreme mod here. Well, not really Supreme mod, but is this mod here. Grips are, I think, useful, but I feel like they're so fragile. I've already had to buy two. These mods are like $1 though, but it's like what, ball bearing. It's like pretty heavy, but it's like pencil thickness. Like it's like a pencil. Like it's so thin compared to everything else. Like, and like it's just, I think that's just, I guess, not really the meta nowadays. You know, it's thicker and thicker, right? Everyone wants the thicker bodies, but these caps are like super normal and like they won't fit any other body, of course. You wouldn't reuse the body, you wouldn't reuse the cabs, you wouldn't reuse the ball bearings, because you could just buy regular ball bearings, or a regular from any other place. I guess it's nice to have, but like the grips though, like this shape here is honestly pretty fire. Like this shape is like what, fake Spin Pro? Yeah, but like it's cool. It is, I think, fragile. Like I remember ripping them when I'm stretching it, but like, okay, you have like a nice little ribbing section too. You can cut this up. This is a nice length for a little side grip here. Like this is all useful stuff. A useful grip, a nice grip. So it's not the worst at all. And for the cheapness, like, why not? I mean, actually, no, that's a bad thing to say. Like, there's a lot of reasons why not. Like, you shouldn't just buy things to buy things, you know, like consumerism. What? Okay, whatever. I can't be saying that when I have like so much mods. Anyways, whatever. I mean, there are actual mods that use that grips from that. I remember, was it Testarossa by Clyde? Testarossa? It's named after some car, which I don't know about, so I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyhow, we're going to talk about this one here, which is this turn fashion. It's another one of these, like, oh, okay, I buy it on Amazon type mods. And, like, I don't know what to do with it. But yeah, it's like pencil thickness. The caps feel like, I feel like these are like made in the same place, but they're not, because the caps are similar and the bodies are similar, and like they both use ball bearings, but like this one's just worse. The grips are like weird. Like it has the X pattern that like that this one has. It has the X pattern that like this one has. I don't know why they just decided to put X's on their grips, but like this one has more X's, of course. I don't know why it had. I don't. Like, okay, are you gonna reuse this grip? No, it's like translucent, and like you can't even tell like what grip it is. Like, and it's so stiff. It's gonna be a pain to use it. It's like a skip, you know. Like, don't just. It's just dog shit. And it spins worse. It spins really bad too. It's way too like light, well, and thin. Not light, I guess. It's way too thin. And it's a ball bearing. The weight distribution's trash. Blah blah blah. Stuff that you could expect without actually even like spinning it. We're almost there. This mod here. This is actually fake Ivan mod, which you get it from Russia. I don't know, or you get it from like some like AliExpress. This is kind of like, is it even a factory mod? I mean, I bought it on AliExpress, which I feel like but like, and like this doesn't feel like a Dr. Grip, even though it's kind of like a fake Dr. Grip. Is it even the same length as a half Dr. Grip? It's like slightly shorter than like a a regular Dr. grip, like by about like 2 millimeters here, like, and it doesn't feel like a Dr. grip at all. Like it feels like a tankier super grip. It feels like a tanky clear super grip. And these tips, they're sealed. They're sealed. It's like a bad copy of an AirFit. Even though you can tell it's like a copy of an AirFit. Okay, the rings just look a lot cheaper. You know, they're solid and they're like they feel as stiff. And yeah, the color of the black is a little. Well, I mean, it's probably the same. But like you can tell, you can tell it's like a different shade of black than regular any balls. A metal ring, I think it's just solid metal ring. Cool. I wouldn't use any of these grips for anything. Like they just seem a little boring. But like the tips, yo, sealed air. Like I remember Akai had this theory on like airflow in mods, which I don't know if I believe, but you know, like if that is true, yo, sealed air fits could be pretty useful. But yeah, long ass body, no Ivan construction, it makes the whatever. It feels the weight distribution I think is just garbage. It doesn't feel like an Ivan mod. Just buy an Ivan mod, man. If you're on AliExpress, just buy 2 air fits, and then you can make Ivan mod with just ST. Just buy STs from your local store, buy air fit, and then that's all you need. You don't need these decorative rings, decorative stuff, anyways, on an Ivan mod. Like just do that. Yeah. It's like this VGG here, for example, VGG ST. Make something like this pretty easy. With just those 2 pens, 4 pens, I guess, with the ST, whatever. So I'm gonna just rank this as if it's a factory mod because I own it, I guess, and like these parts seem very specifically made for it. And this body, I think it's it's ST thickness about. One thing with these bodies though that like regular pens can't have is that these will always be like straight. They're not tapered. Like Ivan is tapered body. So like technically this is like optimal, like this is more balance and shit. Like whoa. Somebody could take advantage of that. But I think in like reality, like it's not a big deal at all. And like the overall feel of this is a lot more important. And like to just be frank, this sucks. Why buy it? You know what? It's like $5 on AliExpress or something, but like gotta buy like why? Whatever. D tier. But like upper D tier. Okay. Next we have this mod here. So I actually don't have this mod. I use the grips, and I don't know if I use the tips for anywhere. I don't think I use the tips for anywhere. But it's a pretty normal mod. I remember that Kay liked it. Kay liked the blue one because it was a grippier one, apparently. So I have the blue one here. Does it feel as grippy? No. Maybe it was just unit variation. Or maybe there's the batch variation. Maybe they updated it. I don't know. Other than that, it's a pretty normal mod with stiff grips. But the grips are like large and they're like decently useful, I guess. Like I use the grips. You can't really stretch them on anything, but it's big enough that you don't need to stretch it anyways. And it has a pattern on them. Okay. I wouldn't use this body though. It's a bad body. And it's so long. And I feel like it's stiff. It's a stiff grip. It's a stiff body. Like I'd worry about this like cracking if I cut into it. Stuff like that. So there's nothing really to recommend there. I guess it spins decent, but it's like C tier. I'm gonna put it around here. Next, we have this mod here. This is some awful LED mod. I don't even know how to turn on the LEDs, but I'm not going to. Constellation mod, like this is no grip, no tip, LEDs only. Oh shit. Oh my god. Get away from me. Okay. Okay. You had to twist that thing. All right. I accidentally set up the LEDs there. Okay. But yeah. You can just tell how it looks like this just wouldn't spin well. I'd say it feels plasticky. Like it's not the worst, but like it's just ugly. It's ugly. There's no parts to use on it. I think for an LED mod, it's succeeded my expectations. Like, does it look as ugly as some other LED mods? If it didn't have the text, I think it'd look like it'd be okay. Like, it's just a black stick when you spin it. Like, it's not the ugliest silhouette, you know, but it's just normal. It's just normal. And but honestly, it's like it's not too heavy. It's what, 17 grams? 17 gram is like my ideal. Like I feel like I have an ideal like weight length, which is 21 and a half and 17 gram. Like I feel like I like a lot of mods that are in that range. And it hits that 17 gram mark, but not the, and also the length here is what, 23 centimeters. So it's a long and it's light. And what is this, ST thickness, maybe CT thickness? Like it kind of has the recipe for like some pretty like you know, statistically, like, yeah, okay, pretty cool. But in general, it feels plasticky. These parts get loose. Like, I guess I could tighten this down, but it turns on the LEDs, man. So now it's like rattly, and the caps, you know, okay, hollow, everything hollow. But like I think when you spin it, it's just like you'll have to like wait till the battery depletes to crank everything down so it doesn't feel flimsy. But the tolerances of the battery, like, I don't know. I feel like it's always rattly and it always feels plasticky. That even though it spins maybe better than some other ones, like probably a lot of Jigals, it spins better than it doesn't feel as good. No grips, too. I guess I don't know how much grips affect the feel. I guess, but you know, it's not as bad as I would expect it from something that looks like this. And because of that, I'm putting a C tier too. I think it's better than these. Spins better than these. Spins better than this. Even spins better than this. Probably spins better than this. It's honestly pretty good. All things considered, spin wise, but like its usability. Okay, I'm gonna put it. I feel like it's like here. It's long. It's long for factory mod, and I think like just with, you know, for factory mods, you need that length. Like I think there needs to be more stuff that length, and that light too. This is also a Jigal. I don't know if oh yeah, I do have it on the list. It has like fake sailors, which is really cool. It looks like it has like fake CT caps, and this is emboss thickness too. So you have caps that fit on these connectors here. You have to fit on a connector, but they are caps that just look like CT caps and fit on a connector that goes in an emboss barrel. That's how the construction is. But it looks like I don't know. I don't think it'll fit a normal emboss. But yeah, it's cool. It spins okay. It spins okay. But I think it has the recipes of something like pretty good. And like for like a fake KT, you know, and I love KTs. It's like a chunkier KT. It's like a chunkier KT. It's what, 22 centimeters? Let's test. Oh, what was that? 16 grams. It feels nice. I think it feels nice in the hand. Is it as good as Fields? No. Would I pick it over Wisteria? Maybe not. I do feel like I'm not a big fan of how it spins, how it like it does. I acknowledge it spins like fine, but I feel like it since it's like a DC KT, it's not. I think there's just stuff that spin like it. Like I feel like I'm not gonna pick this up. It's kind of like not as much momentum as other things like it. But it's an emboss KT type thing. Whoa, that's cool. That's really cool. And because of that, I'm putting it up here. I'm putting it in B. I'd spin it over Mortal. I don't think. I think a lot of people will like Mortal more than it, but I like it more than Mortal. Like just how it feels spin wise. If I'm gonna critique its spin, and it has Sailor grips. Very similar Sailor stuff, and it has caps that are cool. It has tips. I don't know how good the tips are, but the tips look like normal. They look like airfit. That's cool, useful. Yeah. Okay, we are getting there. Okay, we have this is another fake Ivan from maybe Dongman. I don't think. Oh, wait. Yeah, fake Ivan, which I actually do have. It's another fake Ivan. It is longer than this one here, so which maybe not as normal, but I think the DGG look and feel a lot more like DGG, even though they aren't fake DGG, even though they probably have access to it. It's 23.5 centimeters, so very long. But I think it's kind of ugly. It's like too long. It feels like this is so much free space. I generally don't like Ivan in general, the looks of it, but like I think this is just making it look worse than regular Ivan. It's just so long in the hand. It doesn't fit my hand. Doesn't look nice. The tips look like normal tips. Like this actually has like a normal airfit type tip here. Like it's not sealed like the other one. And but yeah, it kind of spins how it looks. It's like long. I feel like this is like if. Yeah, I just think it's doesn't the distribution is not good. It's like long and slow. I guess I don't. How am I gonna describe that? It just doesn't feel that good. Even though like okay, any ball, oh airfit ring, oh whatever, Dr. Grip. I can see the reminiscence of an Ivan mod, but I think the added length is just bad for it. It does it feel like a factory mod? It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't like I mean no, not really. It just feels like a long bad mod that's long. Like it doesn't feel like it's designed to be long. It just feels like it's the extended an Ivan mod, I guess. But also the body does feel a bit more hollow than a normal Ivan mod, maybe because of its length. Maybe that's it. I'm just perceiving it that way. The body is a elongated fake ST. Yeah, okay. It is softer than like other elongated factory barrels, which is great, which is good. Let's go. But still not something I'd be happy with. So it's probably a C tier. Probably a C tier. I think it's worse than these though. Like I spin that over that. I'm like maybe I'm moving element back down like to D because I feel like it's just I feel like I just get uncomfortable when I spin it. And I think it just is preference based. I'm moving it down. Okay. What do we have left? We have this mod. So this is actually I think the main mod by Mummy, old main mod by Mummy. So like you know, uh, cracked, pretty cool. He hit like what some I don't know. I just remember seeing like videos of him doing spider spin with this mod with like the grips are like covered in glue because the grips like ripped or something and covered in glue. I used to think that the grips itself turned into like goop, but no, he put glue on it on the grips. Like, why would he do that? Okay, whatever. Okay, but it's kind of like the other mod, but they replaced the I got hair on it. They replaced the fake DGG with sailor grip. Is it a real sailor? Like, is it like a real fake sailor? Let me see. Yeah, same length, and like they look like they grabbed a like it feels like a regular sailor, sailor, like fake sailor. So yeah, but and I think it spins better actually. It spins better than it. I just don't spin it much because I've never been a fan of like the look of it. It's just long and like it's not designed to be like it just looks like it doesn't look like a good long for long. It just looks like it's elongated, I guess. The pen spinning is also like I feel like it's slightly off centered too. Like why would they do that? Why would they do that? And that's just annoying. But yeah, it's decent. I put it like wait, where did I put the other one? I put it that one here. I put it like over here. I'm gonna swap these. Nah. Do I like it better than that? Yeah. Do I like it better than this? Yeah. Okay. You can reuse the grips and tips, similar to like that. Okay. Yeah. Very like that. All right. We're settling with that. We're settling with that. Here we have another fake Hive. What is this one? Do these even classify as fake as factory mods? Okay. It's like pushing the line. I don't even know, man. They don't spin like them or feel like them, but I guess they are. I might change my mind. I might change my mind. This body is like the same. It's like the same as It's the exact same. It spins exactly the same as like this one, pretty much, but it's slightly shorter. Yeah, pretty much. Like I feel like I use the same parts for everything except the barrel. Like this is a lot more. This is a more glossy barrel, while this feels like this is like more like one of those like yeah, this is more plasticky. This one feels a bit more like one of their fake like maybe like one of the fake barrels, I guess. So it's a worse barrel. But yeah. Yeah. Whatever. Sucky. Over here. Technically. But maybe even not even. Maybe they're not even considered pen mod. Like it's kind of cheating, I guess, to say it's a factory mod. Because, but I think they did come in a package. Did it come in a package or did it come in a? Did it? I don't even remember. I might move these down. But that's where they would rank, before whatever. They're like C tier, normal. But like, okay. What else here? Oh, this mod. I've never spun it. It's this mod, but with LEDs on the side. Like, why would you have that? I think it's LEDs. I'm not really sure, but I just don't see a reason for that because it's whatever, LED, irrelevant. This mod here though is this mod. It's like the tire something, like it has this grippy texture here. And it looks, I think the look is, it looks less long than the other mods. Even though it's like the same length as this one. With just the added grip length here. It looks a teeny bit better, but still it does look incredibly long. Which is, I think, just an ugly, a little more ugly. Well, something like, well, at least something that's all black, like, at least something like this. Even though this, like same length. I'd prefer the spin of this. Because at least it looks, it's all the same color. Whatever. Am I critiquing colors? Whatever. Yeah. Does it spin good? I don't think it's anything extraordinary. It doesn't spin like a normal mod, and it's not really a normal mod, I guess, because I just disqualified them with my own reasoning. I don't see a reason to get the it was like budget cuts or something. Like, is this cheaper than the others? Oh, it has any balls, fake any balls. Okay, but it has this tire grip that is as thick as DG. So it does spin better than the other ones, slightly, because I guess it feels a lot more like similar to what I'm used to, a bit. But yeah, cool little thing. I don't know why they did this tire thing. Like, I feel like nobody asked for a tire grip. Maybe texture, maybe like Chinese spinners think that this texture gives them better grip for wipers. I don't know. Moving on. Whatever. Not a mod. This is another Ivan mod, but with ball bearings. Like, it looks like a Neo Ivan, if you know what Neo Ivan is. What is this mod? This looks like Supreme mod, but I just forgot to. Okay, I don't even know what this is. I might remove it from the template actually. This is another fake Ivan thing. It's probably not that good either, but probably not even a regular mod. This here, I'm actually gonna, okay. Whatever. This here, okay, I'm gonna remove this here. Just like, okay, this here. What is this? This. Oh, I have this mod. It's this mod. Honestly, it's like a pretty good mod. It has a triangular grip. Like, this is triangular shaped, which is a little bit weird. But this feels like an Ennis emboss like copy. I remember it weighing very similar to Ennis. So like what, 22 grams? 20 something, yeah, 23. While also being like, why is it rolling off? I don't even know. Well, also like the length being a little similar too, like 23 centimeters here. I think Ennis is like 22 something. So it has this like 1-to-1 ratio almost, similar to Ennis emboss, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. And the grip pattern, like the little grip here, like the section, smaller grip, like, reminds me of it too. Like, yo, okay, yeah, whatever. Like, this is a G spec, and this is the whatever. I forgot. Whatever. Yeah, but yeah, it's honestly also. I've never spun an Ennis emboss, so I don't even know how to spin spins. Anyways, I'm not, so I can't compare it to that. But yeah, it's also, is it thicker? I don't know. It feels a little thicker than like ST2, so maybe it's emboss thickness. Yo. So it's a pretty decent. I like it's unibody. It's not too out there. The grips are long. Pretty good mod. Pretty good. Do I think it's reusable? The parts are reusable? Yeah, I feel like they're stretchy enough and they're durable enough, like the grips are, and like it has like it has a pattern on the grip, like it's just ribbing lines down, and this is all like nothing. Like yeah, these are definitely I could, you know, this is, you could reuse these for something. They're clear. Okay, are the tips? They're not really tips. You have to like put them in some mod, and they're shaped like this. No, are they super reusable? It's like a tip capsule. Yeah, you could do your best with it. It's not the worst. Like I think there's like, you know, and the body is one of the better bodies, like compared to like the shitty body from the same company. Even though this isn't like I'd consider a soft barrel, not a soft barrel, but it's still like, yo, it's a better barrel, and it feels, you know, it feels better. It feels good. All there is to say. So it's pretty decent, pretty B worthy. So not as like fleshed out as like a Sakura element or something. But yeah, I like, it's cool. Like I'd spin it for fun. Five mods left on the table. Oh my god, I have two of the. Oh okay. Whoopsie daisy. All right. Eno Golden Bullet. Okay. Okay. This mod is just, in my opinion, just so ugly, man. Why the cheese grips, man? Why the cheese grips? And also this shitty barrel. And okay, it looks like the tip is this. Okay. Such a large tip too, and like okay. I just don't know why you'd buy this. Why would you buy this? Whatever. It's not a. Is it a factory mod? It's by Eno, so it's not really a factory mod, I guess. Maybe. It is in the factory mod for like in Spin Studio. I bet it's in the factory mod section, something like that. But yeah, okay. ZW-1001 or Finger Dance 1001. There is another 1001. I think one of these is 1001. Let's actually look on Spin Worlds. Oh, okay. That's my Spin Worlds DE. CW 1001 V1. Okay, it's this one here. So there are like, I guess, two versions, because there's like an updated version of ZW-1001. I've never spun this old version. I think this old version looks worse than the new version. Okay, the new version is what, this? Yo, is a classic. Like it looks a lot better, while keeping like these rings, I guess. Like okay, the tips look similar, like it look like this, but like like what is this texture like on the body? And I mean, this is not too bad, like a grip design, but like I think this is like cleaner and like yeah. Are these rings that good though? Not really, but you can change it up. Like you can change up so it's less obvious when spun, which is good. Or you can have like a, you know, like a two-sided thing, like yo, like a asymmetrical one, like this one here, which I've been showing to people. Like I like the look of it. Yeah, but yeah, it's relatively like you can honest. I found this on AliExpress too, which is why I have two. And this was like what, $5? Yo, cash, like that $5 Canadian too, like cheap as fuck. Just buy it. Why not? Yeah, the grip is like, it's like Dr. Grip, and it's long too. It's stretchy. These rings are fun. Like these are reusable grips here. Emboss barrel. Like this is a long barrel too, and like, you know, okay, caps. Okay, they click on. Cool. These are like emboss back plug type things. Okay, does it connect? I haven't checked. But it seems like a good, it's just solid everything. The tips, are they reusable? No, but I guess I mean they're okay. Like I bet you could. Yeah, you could. You could like put this end into another barrel end. Like I feel like that'd be fine. Yeah. I don't know how much space it'd take, or like it's not similar to any other part, I guess. But you don't need to when this mod spins like really good. You know, it spins like really good. Maybe the best spinning ZW in my opinion. So that's why this one is going to A tier. It's going to A tier. Maybe S tier. A and S tier. I think it's like, yeah. Okay. I think it's S tier actually. I'd take it S tier. I'll put S tier. These two can have the throne here. But yeah. I haven't spun this, of course. I haven't spun this old one too. See, this is another version, ZW-1004 V1 or whatever. They say it's V1, but like I don't think whatever, new, old. The newer ones also could be say like finger dance. They have finger dance written on them sometimes, like finger dance. So some people write like FD 1001 instead of ZW 1001. Well, I mean not some people, but like I've seen it on some shops. Like I think Oleg does it like that. FD 1001. So finger dance 1001 instead of ZWoo 1001. All right. I don't know how different they are to spin wise, but like okay, 1004 compared to this new 1000. I never bought the 1004. I like this. I like the newer ones look a lot better though. Like I don't know. Like even though the grip looks the same from this to this, it's just like colors. I don't know. Yeah, but I bet they spin the same. They look pretty similar. But I've never spun it because I remember reading back in the day that 1001 and 1004 spun pretty much the same. So there was really no incentive for me to buy 1004 and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, let's finish the ZW lineup first. We're honestly gonna look on here. All right. This is 1003. I think I remember reading that this was one of the best spun ones, the best spinning ones. I think 1004 is just better. I mean 1001 is better, but this one spins good too. I just don't like the look of it. It's like what, fake Minoa emboss type thing with these whatever. It has a clear barrel, which is cool. You can put inserts in it, and it's a clear emboss sized barrel too, and no taper. Like this is fire. This is fire. Like I remember they're okay. Yeah, they're fuck my speech. There is a mod that uses the barrel too and the grips too. This mod, and it's a fire mod. Like it has a Giotto and the Dr. Grip tip, and like yo, like so yeah, the barrel, an actual useful barrel, and it's a nice like it feels like a normal barrel, like an actual normal use barrel that's and the grips are like useful too. Like yeah, they fit. They're stretchy too. They're very stretchy. And it features the same tips though as 1001. It looks like, or very similar tips as 1001. So maybe not the most useful for tips wise, but the grips are useful. The body is useful. And the caps, they look like the same caps, but like there's like it looks like the same caps as 1001 too. But I think this spins worse, slightly worse than 1001. And I think the 1001 look is just better. Like this looks better than this when spun. This still could look like a factory mod. I think like this little section looks weird when spun. That's really it. But yeah, it's a cool, very useful body. Well, like pretty much every other body on the list here is maybe not useful. So it's very close in like the ranking here. Like this is really cool. I think spin wise, I'd rather spin this though. But yeah, that's it. Okay. All right. 2 left on the desk. And what's our next one? Oh, we're gonna do the ZWs first. We're gonna do the ZWs first. We're gonna do ZW-1002. And ZW-1002 is actually very interesting. I think it spins the most interesting. It is tipless. It is tipless. Do I have it with me? Oh yeah. So, I currently have one grip and one grip. I was testing with the grip because it is like a G-Spec like grip in that in its feel and like the stretchiness and the length even is like almost like a cut one. Like it's long enough to like almost substitute. It's not fully covered though. Like I feel like this, if it was covered, it would be the perfect sub for like a light Titan gear. Like these tips here are actually, they actually screw into the thing, what was it? However you make Titan gear where you have to screw in the part. I'm actually search it up. Titan gear mod. The Valletta cap? No, the Valletta cap is that thing. It's a smaller thing. The back plug, Valletta back plug. These tips here, which are lighter than Stalogy, actually screw in to the Valletta back plugs. So like this could sub your Stalogy tips, and like if this could sub your Stalogy tips and the G spec, like that'd be so fire. That'd be a breakthrough. You just have to buy one of these, and which is a lot cheaper than 2 G spec pens and 2 Stalogy. But yeah, most importantly, the G-Spec, of course. Like, just because, like, I feel like most people would have Stalogy tips lying around because people use the body for Stalogy anyways. Like, just because this can't sub G-Spec, it's not nice. But it's still a good grip. I used it in my Gary Factus, actually, which is probably, in my opinion, the best mod I've created. Gary Factus here. I used the grips from it, as you can see, and it's a good overgrip grip. It's thin, it's stretchy, it's nice. Yeah, I think it looks the best too, and it's tipless, but it's probably not that special spin wise, not as good as some of the others here, but it's unique. And like they definitely, like the transition from 1001 to 1002 to 1000, like why did 1002 is the definite odd one compared to 1003 and 1004 and 1001. Like those all 1001, 1002, 1001, 1003, 1004, they all feel like they're all good because they kind of feel like similar in a sense, like embossed style. Like this is like similar to old Nope Element. Yeah, I guess maybe they borrowed it from there. I don't know which one came first. Whatever. Yeah, like this is the weird one out. I love the design of this with the center and like the clear and with the colors. Like this insert is so fire. It's so good. And the color scheme, like this color set is so good. I have 2 of them. Enough said. Pretty zany, pretty cool, but is it as good as spin wise as these ones in A? No, but it's very useful in the parts department. Maybe the tips aren't because they're like Stalogy shaped, but like, the grips are great, and I love the look of it. And it spins pretty okay, pretty good for a factory mod, I guess. Pretty good for a factory mod. Okay, two more pens on the table. We're gonna talk about the other ZWs here. We're gonna look at okay, so 1005 is this LED one. Why would you buy it? It looks horrible. Like, what? it looks like they went with the ZW-1002 type thing with a center, and like, okay, the ZW-1002 was clear too, so they could easily put some like LEDs and stuff inside and make it glow. Whoa, but like the cap cut or whatever, this thing, it looks fake. They went in the wrong direction with this one. They went in the wrong direction. So it's like not cool. And then this thing is like a brick or something. It is not 95. Like, no way. Like, this is the package weight. It cannot be. Okay, whatever. Okay, 35 grams. I like the look of it. Like, this looks like a good ass mod, but it has magnets inside and it does this thing. So like, when you're a beginner, you can spin it without having skill. But I love this look of it. Like, this looks like it's a good looking mod. But it's, yeah, no reason to buy it when it just looks too heavy. Like, is this even okay? These aren't even grips though. These are fake ass grips. Like, you can visibly tell that they're fake ass grips. Like, this is plastic, so it probably feels horrible too. And but the grip the body looks like normal, like shiny, glossy, soft barrel. Cool. Is there a 1007? Oh, this guy. 38. Okay. And it has like batteries, and it counts your rotations per minute. Why does this matter? Ohio leg. Like, oh my god, it's so chunky. The sides are like, it looks bad when spun. Okay, whatever. It's just okay. Wow. No, please. Okay. This CW, I think I mean, this Jigal, I think is on here. It's this one, V19. What? There's a skull or something? Bald guy? What? A cube? I don't even know. Okay, whatever. Well, like, what is this? The tip is exposed, and like, this is translucent, and there's like a switch or so. What? What is this? What kind of collabs are they doing? Spin pen here. They got stats. Okay. I mean, this is cool. It's like something like that, what, frozen body with that water in the middle, in the barrel, that type of thing. Like, cool concept, but like, I wouldn't touch this, man. Like, this is not a grip. This is plastic, and then like, this is okay. This is the coolest tip though. This looks like the K tip. This is like the K tip, how short it is, but it probably isn't. But what? What does this button do? Okay, there's weights inside. Okay. It's just so like, I don't know. It's an ugly thing. So that's why it belongs here. Oh yeah, we're just gonna get rid of ZW. I mean, Jigal. This Jigal here is honestly looks like a pretty good Jigal. I don't know if I can wait. I feel like what happened, like WSA Jigal. Will it show up here? Will it show up here? I don't know. Like, it's annoying because I can't find a bigger picture of it. And yeah, I can't find it. But like, I remember seeing it somewhere, and it seems like a pretty decent one. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. Little mod here, but like, and it looks like a normal mod, but probably one of the better Jigals, but probably not for me. What here we have this one. My friend actually found from a dollar store. This pen. Well, let's see if I can find it on Google. Spin pens, yeah. Zing.store fidget. This thing. My friend actually found it in a dollar store and gave it to me. honestly, it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good, and it spins not too bad. A lot better than, like, I feel like this ratio of body to cap type thing, like, is not too bad. Like, normal, and when spun, like, yeah, okay, cool. The cap, the body does have some, like, actual texture, like lines randomly. Like, why? And like, it's a hard body, but all translucent, and there's lights too. Each side is an LED mod, but it doesn't spin that bad. Like, it's gripless, it's tipless, it's all plastic. You're not gonna reuse the part. Like, there's no parts to reuse. It's just pure for spinning. But they've honestly, like, it spins all right. It spins all right. I do think, like, yeah, okay. It is takes some, like, but it's not rattly. It's not like, it's solid. The texture of the body is kind of bad. It does feel like it's like a frosted. I don't know what type of material it is, but you know, it's how I would imagine, like, I'm not sure. 2017 apparently it was produced. Like, the patent, like, the little thing here is, it's on the barrel. Like, why did they put these textures on the barrel? It's kind of ruins the experience a little, but it's not a bad mod. It doesn't. It definitely feels like a factory mod, I guess, like an old Jigal, I guess, a little bit in how, I guess, fake it feels, not natural, but it's not the worst. Not the worst. Probably back here. Back at B. Exceeds my expectations. All right. Last mod. We have MG0. Is this a factory mod? It kind of doesn't really seem, but I guess it is. But I feel like it's really well done for a factory mod. Like, this little gold texture, like, I forgot what you call this, like, mill. What do you call this type of, like, grip texture? Like, you'd find it in, like, a knurled. I don't know how you do it, but it's like the same grip you'd find on, like a dumbbell, whatever. Grip, like any ball type, like, grips, cool, solid, and with PSH logo. Caps that look like fake bell color caps, I think. I never touched a bell color. Normal ass soft type barrel with logo over here, and it's all black, and it's cool, it's nice, and it does it spin fine? It spins like a normal mod. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Does it spin good though? Not really. I wouldn't take this apart. Like, I feel like this mod is kind of just hard to find anyways. Like, there's nothing really point to me saying anything about it, I guess, just because, like, where would you buy this from? I was pretty lucky to be able to find this. And, like, there's not much talk about it, but it's cool. I don't know anything about the history of it and stuff. Like, what? But yeah, cool mod, cool little mod. More of a collector's item than something I'd actually spin personally. It doesn't really spin too well, but it spins better than Element. It's probably, like, I feel like it's like over here. Okay. There's probably some more tweakage that I could do, but it looks like this is the final section of it. I'm gonna stop this recording because my voice is getting a little bit whack, but, like, I'll come back and do something, whatever. Yeah, okay, stuff like that. Blah 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 blah. Okay, 1 second. Oh yeah, I ended up finding what mod the last one was, because by far it looks like the Supreme mod, but slightly different. Yeah, it's actually kind of like the successor. It looks like the same parts except new grips. What? I mean, do they look as cool as the old one? You know. Oh, I forgot to say, but like this doesn't have the stripe. I feel like there was color. Was there color on the Supreme mod? I don't know. I feel like there was a band of color. I don't have. Yeah, there was a band. There was like a stripe of color. So there's like different versions of this mod. But yeah. This mod. It has like there's stuff on the grips. There's like pattern. It looks like the Mortal. You know, it's like the Mortal grips. But yeah, this doesn't look as useful as the regular one, so it's not as good. Either way, I haven't spun it, and that's it. That's the thing. I was going to see how like I don't know. I think it looks distributed fine. I'm not gonna. I could have put in the numbers a little, do this, but like I think this is only 28 mods on this list, and like maybe that's not. I think you want at least 30 for something to be normally distributed. I don't know how statistics works or whatever, but yeah, flip it, whatever. It's centered around C. It looks fine. It looks normal-ish. I don't. I'm not too big on that. On doing extra math, anyways. But that's really it. A lot of stuff I haven't touched. I could have went into stuff a little bit more detailed, but I think I talked for too long, anyways. It's a lot of work, anyways. It's hard to describe mods because mods in general, like how are you gonna review, like I feel like reviewing mods after I think about it, like there's not much information. Like reviews are supposed to be objective, I guess, but I feel like I'm much more, when I talk about mods, I feel like mods are subjective in a sense. Like people have different preferences in texture and length and weight. I guess you could say that, oh yeah, long and like whatever. I think people should spin what they like to spin anyways, not worry about what is optimal, and just spin what they like, because like everyone spins different mods anyways, and that's cool. And like I'm a big fan of like wanting people to like tinker and mess around, and like I don't think reviews add much except maybe bring attention to some mods that I think maybe don't deserve attention. So I guess I'm ranking stuff based, this is all personal preference, I guess. Like could I move a lot of these things around? Like maybe, yeah. Like I feel like I spin like the K mod, do I spin it better more than Wisteria or Sakura Sakura element? Do I? Maybe not, but I think it's more useful. It has more useful parts in a sense. But should I really rank the parts that high? I don't know. Like it also, like maybe even this is too high. Like do I spin it nowadays that I have field? Probably not. Like is this like this is I don't know. Is Mortal deserved up here? Like do I even like Mortal that much? Probably not. But like I feel like in the grand scheme of things, it's better than a lot of these here. Like just for its like yeah, like the modularity. Like nobody wants the weighted version. Like it's kind of shit, the weighted version. But like, and like I don't like the look of it. But like, okay, the spin. Some people might like the spin. Like there's stuff that can be moved around. Is what I'm saying. But I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, whatever. I'm done. Click save / download. Oh, I gotta save it. Title of tier is Gary's perfect tier list. The correct opinion. There we go. All right. There's my finalized list. Please react it with heart emoji, please. Yeah, heart emoji, heart eye emoji only. All right. Yeah, that's it. That's good. That's everything. That's all. It's a final list. And there we go. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with it. Like I don't think I'll ever redo it. I spent so long on this already. I wasted a day. But yeah. Okay. If you have any more, if you want to, whatever. If you have any questions, I guess if you trust my opinion for some reason and don't want to develop your own, you can ask me, DM me or something. Blah blah blah, stuff like that. I'm at a point where I kind of don't want to keep up with factory mods anymore. Like, I'm not gonna buy the new Nope ceramics. I mean, what is it, Orchid? The new Orchid stuff. I'm not really interested in other elements or whatever. Like after the Mortal came out, is Nope gonna release something as like better now? I don't really. I'm not too excited for it. Am I gonna be waiting for the new collab, like by somebody other than K or something? For like, KX WPSA or Jigal. No, not really. Like who else other than another K mod? And even then, like the K mod was good and like a solid, but I think it's like it's just for spare parts. Like the parts itself were better than the mods in general. Like the tips was a good shape, the grips were cool, but I think the mod itself was not really up to what other people like. Like it's not like I'm not gonna whip it out in, and like it didn't look like I could whip it out for like a serious combo, I guess, in that sense. It still felt like a factory mod, I guess. Still felt like it. It still looked like that, I guess, even though it was like really good for one. But what else? Am I gonna be waiting for a new Ziwu that's gonna be better than the 1001 or the 1003 or whatever, but even better than 1002? No, I don't think it will be better. I don't think like the recent one, like what the later one, 1007, the one that counts your RPM. Like they've been going downhill for stuff like that. I'm not hoping for better. Who else would I expect better? Like Spin Pro's gonna release in 2024, 2025. They were gonna release something. No. Maybe tech, but it's not really a factory mod anyways. And like, why would if you can buy from if you can buy from a place that sells just buy parts, buy a regular mod anyways. I feel like these in the grand scheme of things, remember, one takeaway is that like I do like the fields. I do like S tier stuff. Yeah, they can fit in. They can fit in with, if it's an S tier, they could you could spin these over regular mods, and they're pretty good for like even among regular mods. But like even in stuff that an A tier, I definitely like pick just like so much other mods over these, over like A tier is the minimum, I guess. For like I feel like what is considered good or like respectable. If you say you made these mods or spin these mods, yeah, that's really like there's nothing really but like S tier factory mod is, or like A tier factory mod here is like okay, C tier regular mod, something like that, you know. Like there's still like a gap. There's still a gap, I guess. That's really it. I'm done. I don't wanna record anymore. I'm getting lazy. Bye bye.